I think it's time to raise our sights a little bit. As we get closer to 90%, I think we ought to aim a little higher. We can blow past that number. And that's the kind of approach we have to have. Because I don't know anybody who's been held back by their education. I know people who've been held back by a lack of education. And I think of where Anchorage is going to go, where we need to go, what kind of city we want to become. We need people in this city that are grown here, educated here, stay here, work here, make Anchorage a place that other people want to come. Some might look out at our horizon and see a little bit of difficulty. I see opportunity. But that opportunity is going to rely upon our students. It's going to rely on students who know how to achieve high standards. It's going to rely on teachers who can educate them and give them that love of knowledge that's going to propel them through their lives. I think of my grandmother, who was an educator, and she took great pride. She was an educator in inner city Kansas City. In her students who had gone on to lead lives that she would never have anticipated. She had a student who I met at her funeral who was an opera singer. No one would have anticipated. I think of my mother-in-law, who's a teacher, and talks about students who were careening off in the wrong direction and went on to serve their country with great honor in the United States military. I think about my sister-in-law, who's a teacher here in the Anchorage schools, and who talks about how students who have a love of knowledge are able to overcome whatever challenges they face at home. And so when I think about what education means to this community, it is the thing that's going to make us greater than we are today. So when people talk about 90% by 2020, I think we need to raise our sights. I think we need to talk about what are we going to do for every student? What are we going to do to make sure that each and every Anchorage student has the opportunity to acquire the skills that are going to give them the capacity to go into the job market and compete and succeed, because we can do this. We can do this because if we don't do this, see, now I'm not paying attention. If we don't do this, there are some dire consequences. Education in the knowledge economy is the key to success. And when I think about where the global economy is going, businesses will come to places that people like to live. Businesses will come to places where there's an educated workforce. We make Anchorage a more vibrant, more vital, more culturally diverse, more interesting place, more attractive place to do business when we provide a high-quality education. So 90%, that's great. I'm looking forward to waving at 90% as we go past it. I'm looking forward to higher goals. So thank you very much, and I hope Andrew can carry on.